Joey Jenkins here with you for another Monday football wrap-up show for you, and a tough Friday night for both the Moscow Bears and the Colfax Bulldogs. We'll start off with the team that hadn't lost yet this season. Colfax going in against Reardon, 3-0 on the season, winning those first 3 games. Reardon as well had fired 3 wins in a row straight. So a tough matchup for the Bulldogs. First road game for them, and they lose this one 19-14. A low-scoring game, not what we usually see from the Bulldogs. Going into this game, they had averaged 40 points a game, but this one only put up 14, and it was a big second and third quarter that they were shut out. No points in the second and third quarter for Colfax. They added 6 in the first quarter and then 8 in the fourth quarter, but those second and third dry spots for Colfax was the difference maker. So Reardon gets to now 4-1 on the season, and they move up in the rankings, while Colfax dips down to 3rd in the Northeast 2B standings. Some stats for you, really. Eldred for Reardon was big with 2 rushing touchdowns, and so Colfax drops the first win of the season as they go now to 3-1. And we talked about it in our game preview that this might be a tough matchup for Colfax, and indeed it was. Again, that first road game, a lot of times you see a team sputter a little bit in that first road game, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs, they lose this one. But still, 3-1 through 4 games, not a bad start for the Bulldogs. How about Moscow? They're coming off their first win of the season a couple weeks ago against Raymond in the Kibbe Dome. That was their first win of the season. They went against Lewiston last Friday night, 1-4 on the season. This one was at Bearfield, and this one was a back-and-forth defensive battle. The big difference maker in this one was a safety by Lewiston, and those were the 2 points that pushed them over the edge, and they end up winning this one 15-14. And as we look at this game, really, it was in Moscow's hands, but that big fumble and safety by Lewiston ended up giving them those just the amount of points they needed to get the win. So Lewiston goes and bounces back from a loss against Lake City last week to beating Moscow on Friday night 15-14. That now drops Moscow to 1-5 on the season, and that was the last non-league game for the Bears. So now they have to get ready for league play as they will take on Sandpoint coming up this Friday night. Looking inside though for Moscow, Brady Braun and Hunter Redinger, 2 big games for them again on the ground. Brady Braun brought in a score, as well as Kyle Snyder had a 1-yard rushing touchdown at the quarterback position for the Bears. So unfortunately a tough loss for Moscow. They now drop to 1-5 on the season. So those are your wrap-ups. Unfortunately not the news we wanted to share, with both the Bulldogs and the Bears picking up losses this past weekend, but they have a chance to redeem themselves this weekend. Colfax will be back at home to take on Springdale, and the Moscow Bears will head on the road to start league play, heading up north to Sandpoint. You can hear the Moscow game on AM 1400, the Palousas ESPN, also on listentothegame.com, and you can hear the Colfax game on AM 1450 KCLX Palouse Country, also that one online as well on listentothegame.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Check us out at Twitter. Our handle is at InlandNW Sports. And always, if you need up-to-the-minute scores for the Bulldogs and the Bears throughout the season, look at some past results and a weekly schedule, you can go to listentothegame.com.